welcome back to my channel for a very, very late post for this one. It's a week late for Mix It Up Monday, where we take a sketch and add mixed media. The sketch is from Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, and this is the sketch, and it's from Sean Styles Lar. And I'm only going to use the right side of it. So I did cut all of my photos down to 3x3, and then these two circles are about 4 for the outside. For that border piece is about 4 inches. It's just tiny bit bigger. It is with this Hip Kit Club circle nestables, they're nestable circles. Anyway, these are my pictures. I'm going to pop in closer and slow it down. I don't get all of them on this page, but I thought this would be a good one. And see my paper that I pulled from my counterfeit kit from this month too. And it has some white, well, they're not really white. They're a light blue. You can't even tell they're light blue, a darker blue, and orange polka dots on that brown. And I thought that would go really well with the blue that I'm wearing and my husband's wearing, and the orange that my oldest is wearing. I think she's 2 here. So I think if she's 3, we have a newborn in the trailer. And I think we went camping when Evie was brand new, but it kind of mushes together. Matea's probably 2 here. She looks big for 2 because she was big for 2. She was very mature for 2. She was tall for 2 and got people thought she was 5 all the time. So yeah, that was always fun. So with mixed media, I am going to pull out the Stampera paste. It is like, oh, it's so smooth and like butter, and I love it. So I'm going to put it through this spellbinder stencil, and I'm going to see very little bit when I'm done, but I did do it, so it's on there. This layout for technical for getting it edited was what a nightmare. So the first time I was halfway through, and then the power went out, and of course I didn't save it as I was working on it. So then I had to start all over for the editing. And then when I exported it, it did something weird, and I only got like half the video. And so then I had to figure it out again. And so when I went to like play around with the settings, it, corrupted the file. And so here I am again. So I'm a little frustrated. I had to take a break from it. That's why it's a week late. But anywho, so these circle pictures are going to go on this glitter orange. And this glitter orange, I believe, was on my Color Rush layout as well, because it was orange. And I'm pretty sure this one was on there. So just using up a little bit more of that glitter. I'm gonna have to be careful not to use all my scraps, because I am on the Baby Got Scraps for Counterfeit Kit this month for my challenge. So I gotta have some scraps left. So I took a long time and put some heat to this because it was not drying very quickly and I was getting frustrated. You would have seen me put glue and tape in between that glitter paper and those 2 pictures because they weren't sticking either. And then all of these pictures of us are, as I said, of us camping, but more specifically, they're of Matea eating marshmallows. And the top and bottom circle ones show that she did touch the marshmallows. But then after she did those happy pictures, she was like, oh my God, I'm sticky. And had it like a 2-year-old tantrum. So we went in and washed, and then my husband and I hadn't had marshmallows yet, so we had a couple, and then she wanted another. I think she had 2 more. So she got one from me and one from Steven, my husband, but she didn't want to touch them because she was all clean and in her wool sweater. And yeah, so yes, we're both feeding her a marshmallow, but oh well. The things that you'll do for a 2-year-old sometimes. But She still doesn't like the sticky things and still really doesn't like it when she gets marshmallows stuck when we have marshmallows. Literally goes in right away and washes. And she's almost 18. So, yeah. Just fussing around with how I want these pictures to go. So I decided these ones were going to be up here. Those two bottom ones on the left side are going to move. I am going to pull out the chipboard from this Simple Stories that says Let's Get Away. We're already away. We're camping. I thought it would work. And it was the right colors for the layout. So, and it added a little bit more embellishment to the page, whereas there's not really a lot of room. So I am going to look through all my things and I'm like, maybe this one? No, I don't like it there. So the last little bit is quite a bit of speaking, I can speak, is quite a bit of fussing around, but yeah. So this is some of my kit stuff that I have put to the side. This Summer Days is going to make it on my layout. And nope. Look in this one. I think this is a Heidi Swap one. It's old, but yeah, no. And no. And what am I gonna do? So this is the other stuff I had pulled out for my kit, and maybe those flares would have been nice, but there is this wood veneer in here and it says enjoy the journey. So I pulled that one out. None of the other bits of this wood veneer I thought worked very well. I don't know. And then I pulled out this camping one from Wild Whisper, and a couple of these are cute and could have worked, but they didn't work with the Let's Get Away, and I liked how the Let's Get Away actually fit on my page, and I didn't want to have to find a new title. So that was a problem. Not a real problem, but like an itty bitty problem. Like, no, I don't know. In those ones, no. One more look through. Maybe this one. Oh, I don't have. I'm looking for one thing in there, and it was very apparent that I didn't have it. And then I was looking to see if I had another one that was on the back here, and I don't have it. So I already used it. Nope. And then I'm going to play with these and see if I can get them to work. So maybe not use that one as a title. But I don't like the balance on it. So like, nope. Like it could have worked. I don't know. But, and on the sketch, there is some circle pieces there between the 3x3 and the 4-inch circle that actually in the sketch goes off the page, but mine does not. But, oh well. And now I'm going to commit to Let's Get Away. I'm just going to get her on here. It probably needs a little bit of glue, but not on camera. And then I'm going to move these up. And I did like the way that the little bit of texture paste looked, especially where some of it is really kind of smooshy on the bottom and kind of come out the sides, because it kind of looks like sticky marshmallow. And so even though you can't see a lot of it, that was kind of what I had thought when I was doing the texture paste on this background, is to add some white to brighten it up, but also to like give the illusion of sticky marshmallow. I don't know if you got sticky marshmallow or not, but that's what my thought process was. And I had thought about putting this adventure on here, but with all the other stuff on it, it's not going to work so well. And then I had these on my desk, so I'm going to use the circle frame and then put enjoy the journey in it. And yay, I get another circle in here. Where the sketch was, nope, but that's okay. And then I do want to like add a little bit more orange or something else to the page that's circular. So I am going to pull out orange enamel dots and orange stars. And this little piece says Best Life. And that's I'm pretty sure that was a Studio Calico one. And look at orange stars. Because we're outside camping, we definitely could see the stars. So that was my thought process. There's also stars on Sean's sketch, so that ends up being a little true to the sketch. And then I felt like a lot of the orange dots in my background paper actually got covered too, so this works out well for adding some of that orange back in. And I'm almost done here. This is definitely not my favorite layout, but it is pictures on a page with the story told. The story gets written on the back because there's not really any room there for the story, but there's those close-ups, and that's a wrap. And so here's some still shots to follow. If you loved how this came out together, please like, subscribe, and share some crafty love below. Blogs, playlists, and links are always, always, always shared in the description box as well. And one more. There's that layout all done. And until next time, make sure you stay inspired, full of ideas, and scrappy. Thanks for being here. Have yourself a wonderful day.